It was. That's actually the only indoor boat garage home on the lake, and it's connected to this beautiful house up here on the hill. This is called the Hamilton House. Now, the Hamilton House right here was the first house ever built on the lake, hence the name Hamilton House. It was built in 1932 for Mr. Van Lau. Mr. Van Lau was actually the president of the Coca-Cola bottling company out here at the time. He passed away in like 1961, apparently leaving his wife with debt. She was forced to sell the house. Now, she sold it to a Mr. and Mrs. Smith, who turned this into a bed and breakfast. And let me tell you, this was a really nice bed and breakfast for many, many years. In fact, it was so nice, people would stay here and have their weddings here. Not kidding you. See on your left-hand side, see that staircase comes out of that little patio area right there on the water? That's where people used to get married right there all the time. Now, can you imagine? Let's say it's your wedding day. You're standing right over there saying your vows to your husband or your wife. Everything's beautiful and peaceful. Then all of a sudden, one of these duck boats come by quacking at you. Just quack, 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 quack. Don't do it. Run. Bad idea. We used to do that all the time. I miss it. But nowadays, this is no longer a bed and breakfast. Since 2017, a lady named Margaret bought this house. I don't remember her last name, but she's got more money than God, folks. I'm not kidding you. This lady owns an oil company in West Texas called Murphy's Oil and Gas. She also owns a steakhouse here in Hot Springs called 501 Prime. She's worth a whopping $7 billion with a B. $7 billion. And guys on board, she is not looking for a new husband or a new son. I've already tried. I'm sorry. I put my best moves on her too. Sorry, guys. Now, she did leave the original part of the home alone for the most part when she bought it. By the way, it was $2.9 million. The original part of the house is kind of on the left-hand side over here where that little balcony is, where that door is on the wall there. See where that black railing is? The left-hand side of the house, that's the original part of the home. There's 5 floors to it. But I guess 5 floors was not big enough. And by the way, that's 2 floors on top, 3 to go down below ground. But she had to add on a 3-car garage last year, brand spanking new back there. That's all brand new. The weird thing is, if you look at the brick on the garage, it has a lighter shade to it than the front of the house for some odd reason. It's weird. Y'all can tell the difference, definitely. But one more cool thing about this house, we passed by that little door on that wall by itself. Kind of looks like a little dungeon door. That leads to an underground tunnel. It goes throughout the property. It does come out in front of the patio area up there where people used to get married. And a lot of people think, since that house has a tunnel, it was built for Al Capone. It's actually not true. Al Capone, folks, was sitting on a little island off the coast of California at the time that house was getting built. It was called Alcatraz. So, kind of hard to build a house when you're in prison, I would assume. Quack, quack. But anyhow. Now, right around the corner here is our boat ramp, folks. It's coming up on us. Now, I'll tell you, before we hit this ramp, you guys are going to feel a bump. All that is really the front 2 wheels hitting the bottom of the ramp. I do, however, want everybody on board before we hit to raise your feet up so we don't chop any toes off before we hit. We don't want that to happen. Quack, quack. I'm just kidding. But before we do hit the ramp, I'm going to switch her into 4-wheel drive. It's going to look like I'm doing something real important up here, but I'm not. Quack, quack. Get ready for the bump. Here it comes, folks. All right. There it goes. Ooh, quack, quack. This old transfer case is so old, folks. Did we just get sprayed by the sprinkler? Isn't that weird? It kicked on as soon as we hit the ramp. Quack, quack. Maybe it'll wash the duck. Oh, snap. Is it going to? And look at that, folks. We made it. Woo-hoo! Quack, quack. We're alive. Can you believe it? Now, I'll go ahead and switch this thing back into a regular vehicle real quick. If it'll go back into gear. This old transfer case, I'm telling you, folks, she's older than old. Bungee cord check, though. All right. Everybody like the water tour?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you liked it a lot, we can do it again.
Yeah,
you want to do it backwards?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. Beep, 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 beep. Quack. Ain't no way we ain't doing it backwards, folks. I mean, we could, but you guys in the back there get really mad at me. I don't want all that smoke today. Quack, quack. Who's this guy?
Bonito aquí, señora, bonito.
What's he doing?
De regreso en la carretera. Así que los dejamos aquí con este.
Yeah, we're here at Old Gregor Marine, folks.
Comenten si han
Actually, this is a really good place to rent a boat if you guys want to rent one out here on Lake Hamilton. This is a good place to do that. If you actually take your duck ticket into the big building behind us, show them that you rode the ducks with Captain Nick. They'll give you a free boat right on the spot. Yeah, I'm just kidding. What they will do, though, is give you a 10% off a half-a-day boat rental or 15% off a full day with your duck ticket. So, it is something to think about. All right. Now, it usually takes about 10.5 years to get out of here, folks. I ain't kidding you. Usually that would have been enough room to pull out on a regular vehicle, but we're on a hill and a 6.5-ton duck. 31 feet long, 8 feet wide, folks, let me tell you. We need all the room we can get. It looks like I see an opening after these cars. Yep, definitely. Here we go. Get ready. Come on, ducky. We can do it. Oh, yeah. And we made it. Just like that, folks. Woo! Okay. Now, I know you boat owners on board are getting real jealous of a duck. I know you wish your boat had wheels, too. I know. Quack, quack. Ain't it crazy? We were down there a minute ago. Now we're